So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 10 of our Sunderland career mode. So as you can see, the transfer window is now open. So are we going to go ahead and pick up some people? But some bad news for us there, as Stephen Fletcher has suffered a pulled quadriceps and is going to be out of action for 2 weeks. And we've got a youth squad monthly report to see how our players are getting on. So Connor Tutor, the player that we're currently training at the moment, looks very good. He's got potential of 77 to 91. Fabian Torres, yeah, he looks alright. This guy looks very good, actually. Feliciano Maldonado. He's currently 54 overall, but he's got potential of 79 to 93. So maybe we can train him a little bit. Humberto Sanchez, I don't think it's going to be that good. Neither this guy, neither this one. So I think actually Feliciano might be the best player. It's going to be between Feliciano and Connor Tutor. I think I'm actually going to train Feliciano Maldonado. He looks a lot better, to be honest. He's only 15 as well, so there's going to be quite a lot of he's going to be able to do quite a lot of training, and I might actually be able to get him up quite a few ratings in this training, in this season, I should say. So we've now moved into a new month, so we are going to show you the squad report as well. So as you can see from the players, they are doing extremely well. And John Stones is now hitting 80 rated as well, which is fantastic news for us. A little bit unfortunate that Yunus Kabul is actually decreasing in stats, which is very unusual because he's still in good form. So I don't know why he's starting to decrease. So maybe if Yunus Kabul's starting to decrease, do we start to get rid of him? So do we get rid of Kabul and bring in another centre-back that maybe will be a little bit better overall and will be able to grow a little bit more than him? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see what happens in the transfer window. Maybe there'll be a few people that maybe come in to try and buy a few of our players, especially with the form a lot of them are in. I can't see why a few teams, big teams, won't come in for the big players that we've got, especially a lot of them are performing really well at the moment as well. So the last thing we want to do is let go of our big players. But we're going to have a look at the league table as well before we jump into the game that we've got up against Rochdale. Looking at the league table, we're currently sitting in 4th place. We've leapfrogged Liverpool into 4th, into Champions League group stage playoff places. And well, I can't believe we're currently sitting 4th in the league table, considering we didn't have the best of starts either. Arsenal are still sitting in 10th, so they're not doing that well. But we have got a game now up against Rochdale, which we are, of course, going to go ahead and play unless we get a few emails, which we have got on emails. And we got a transfer offer for Costal Pantilimon. And also Wes Brown is going to be departing the club. He's going to be joining Watford on a pre-contract deal. A little bit disappointing that he's decided to leave so early. Costal Pantilimon, Bordeaux wanted him for 3.6 million. If they go ahead and match 8 million pounds, we will let him go. But I doubt they're going to give us that much for the big Romanian goalkeeper. However, before we jump into the game, we are going to go ahead and request some funds. Do we say we're going to qualify for the Europa League? I don't think so, because that's a little bit optimistic. So we're not going to do that, but we're going to go ahead and ask for maybe £7 million. I don't want to go over the top and ask for something like 10. So maybe if we offer 7 million, will they give it to us? Even 5 million round about that would do me fine. I wouldn't be bothered. However, we've got a few emails come back. Liam Bridcut's come back from Leeds on loan. And we got another transfer offer for Costal Pantilimon, this time from Nottingham Forest. So he is in high demand by the looks of it. Maybe lots of people want to bring him in because of the excellent form he's in. But he's also very happy. And they've decided to give us £7 million. Wowee! So with £7 million, we've definitely got enough money now to go ahead and bring in a few new players. Do we go ahead and bring in a new cam? I actually think we need a cam, to be honest, because Renato Sanchez, he might be playing alright, but he's not an all-out cam. So in my eyes, I want to bring in Dele Alli. I know a few of you guys said, don't bring him in because you have him in the Hertha Berlin career mode, but I want Dele Alli. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe ask the board for Dele Alli. See how much money Tottenham want for him. I don't think they're going to want that much. We can't even find him for some reason, so we're going to go ahead and search for him manually. Obviously, he's going to be at Tottenham. I'm really hoping Spurs aren't going to say something stupid and say that they want a lot of money. So here he is. He's currently 19 years of age. He's valued at 3 million. So we're going to put a bid in. They're saying that we might be able to pick him up for £4 million. I'm going to go ahead and put in a bid of £4 million. Can we pull off this deal for the 19-year-old Englishman? So as I do have a lot of faith in our second team lineup as they currently beat Manchester City at the Etihad Arena, we're going to go ahead and play our second team lineup against Rochdale in the Cup. I know it's at their place, so it's going to be a difficult ground to go to. We're not going to be used to playing on such a shitty pitch, but with the team that we put out, we've got a very attacking lineup with Rodwell playing at Cam, and that's the reason why I maybe want to bring in Dele Alli, because if Dele Alli can go straight into the first team, or maybe not into the first team, but into the second team, I think with a proper central attacking midfielder, we'll be able to score quite a few more goals. Lovely from Mbolo. He plays the ball to Jack Rodwell. Rodwell with a fake shot. Plays the ball out wide to Duncan Watmore. Watmore cutting back inside. He scored an early goal for us against City. This time his shot is blocked really well by the Rochdale defenders. But a promising start for us early on. Thierry Ambrose with the ball through to Watmore. And Watmore has scored again. Early on in the game, I was thinking that maybe Watmore isn't good enough. But dearie me, what about that? Just 15 minutes into the game, we go ahead and get ourselves in front. Lovely build-up play. We play the ball to Rodwell. Rodwell to Ambrose. Ambrose with a lovely ball through to Watmore. And Watmore was really brave there, diving in before the goalkeeper. And he scored yet another goal for us. Maybe a good chance for Rochdale. They're 4-on-2. They've got plenty of players overload on the far post. They play the ball inside. They play the ball to the far post. And that is the reason why Rochdale obviously are in a lower league than us, because when we have a chance like that, we normally take it. And Rochdale didn't even trouble our goalkeeper, but we got the ball with Quartes. Quartes very smartly there, playing the ball out from the back. And we go into the half-time break 1-0. Not the most convincing of first halves, but we're still 1-0 up. And that shows a good side. Even though you might not be playing that well, we're still winning, which is obviously the most important stat of them all. Oh dearie me, Rochdale giving the ball away to Mbolo. Mbolo missed a chance like this against City. He's not going to miss it again, is he? No, he's not. This time, it looks like he's going to wrap up the game. And Mbolo, for once, finds the back of net in a one-on-one situation. I don't think the keeper was anywhere near this one, as Mbolo strikes it. Even though the goalkeeper went the right way, at least Mbolo this time found the back of the net. A good ball through to Gooch. Gooch is through. He plays the ball through to Watmore. Can Watmore double his advantage? No, he can't. Duncan Watmore goes for the finesse into the far corner. Gets it a little bit wrong. And the youngster fails to score his second goal of the game. However, it doesn't prove very costly because obviously we were winning that game very easily at that stage. But we ended up winning the game 2-0 away from home. As you see there, we completely dominated. Rochdale only had one shot on target throughout the whole game. My man of the match does go to Ambrose. Even though he didn't find the back of the net, he picked up 2 assists for himself. However, we get some more transfer offers. We get a transfer for Angel Correa to go to Newcastle, our arch rivals. I don't think so, guys. Unless you get prepared to pay £100 million, you're not going to take our 20-year-old away. But look at this, guys. Tottenham have accepted a £4 million bid for Dele Alli. So we're going to go ahead and offer Dele Alli a contract. And let's see if we can bring in the young English star into the Sunderland team. I think this could be a really good deal if we could pull it off. Because even though he might not be at that higher rating at this moment in time, obviously, if he does come into the club, we're going to put him straight on the training and get him high 70s straight away. However, it's now time for the second and final game of the episode, which is going to be at home against Aston Villa. So it should be a routine victory for us considering the form we're in, but we don't want to count our chickens. So the last thing we want to do is drop points against Aston Villa, who are near the bottom of the table. And you've got to be kidding me. I accidentally pressed the button and we've given a goal away. What an awful start to this game. 18 minutes in, we pick up the ball here with Kostas Fantilimon. I accidentally pressed the button as my hand was pretty much sweaty, so I was trying to wipe the sweat off and I pressed X by accident, drop the ball, and it comes to Carlos La Roca Sanchez, the former Elche player, and of course he's going to score from there. What an awful mistake. Maybe a good chance for us here. We play the ball through to Lens. Can Lens beat Bakuna for pace? I don't think so, but the scoop turn inside takes out a few people. He goes for the strike, and Lens gets ourselves back on level terms. And just before the half-time break, which I somehow always manage to score just before half-time, we go ahead and score what is an absolute delightful goal there as Lens cuts back inside with a scoop turn. He goes for the finesse, and what about that for a finish into the far corner? Brad Guzan might not be the best goalkeeper in the world, but I don't even think the best goalkeeper in the world would have got a hand on that. So to be honest, I don't think we're actually going to get anything from this game because as you can see, all they're doing is just playing around at the back. They're trying to waste time. They're on park the bus mode, as you probably would have imagined. But they're going to take the short free kick here. Surely we're going to win this one back. We can't, but it looks like we are going to regain possession. Adam Matthews surely going to win that one in the air, which he does do. It comes to Pereira. Pereira to Ambrose, just on the pitch. Ambrose tries to thread it through to Embolo. Yes, it's a foul. We've got a foul now. Can we take the short free kick? Yes, we can. We're going to squeeze it through. We give the ball away. Wow. That was clever, wasn't it? So the last chance of the game here. We play the ball through to Embolo. Embolo just got on the pitch. He goes for the strike. It does get blocked. But we are going to get given a throw-in. Surely, no, we're not. The referee's going to blow his full-time whistle. And basically, a human error from me gives Aston Villa a point. That's a bad result, to be honest, especially at home at the Stadium of Light. And I thought, I don't know why the referee doesn't allow us to play that. Because in real life, if you get a throw-in up in a dangerous position, the referee will always let you play it unless they're like 2 or 3 minutes over time. But in FIFA, for some reason, as soon as it hits that, oh my, that's it. It's the end. Once it hits 93 minutes, Jesus, you can't have more than that. But, oh my God, guys, Kostel Pantilimon is going to be on his way to Borussia Dortmund for £7.8 million. Why Borussia Dortmund want Kostel Pantilimon, I just do not know. But we're going to have to go and look for another goalkeeper now. However, we've got some news here as Dele Alli has accepted his contract and will be the first person coming into the club in this January transfer window. In my eyes, I think that's a very, very good deal. £4 million for a 72 rated centre attacking midfielder. I think that's really promising for us, but we're going to make some substitutions here as Dele Alli will be coming into this here, and we're going to put him on suggested beat your man to improve his stamina. His stamina, it doesn't actually need improving, but maybe to improve a few other aspects of Dele Alli's game. And Maldonado as well is also going to be on beat your man to see if we can try and get him to start increasing, maybe into the high 60s, maybe so then we can at least try him out and see if he's got any looks of maybe looking to be half decent. But guys, Kostel Pantilimon is no longer with us because he's gone to Borussia Dortmund. That's right, Kostel Pantilimon has gone to Borussia Dortmund for a hell of a lot of money. So, we've got to look for a new goalkeeper. Vito Mannone is going to be our number one goalkeeper for the time being until we can find another goalkeeper. I'm going to actually inquire about Jack Butland. Maybe Dragolski is a decent player. So let's have a look at Butland, see how much they want for Jack. I know he's 22 years old, he's going to be 78 rated. We can put in a valuation bid of around about 8 million. They're saying he's got the most clean sheets in the league. So obviously Jack Butland's in really good form at the moment. But we're going to go ahead and put in an £8 million bid for the young English goalkeeper. So that's one way we could maybe try and get around it. Or we could bring back Jordan Pickford and play him as number one goalkeeper. And then we can go for this guy, Kepa Arrizabalaga, from he's currently from Atletico Bilbao, but he's currently on loan at Real Valladolid, so we can bring him in. Or we can go for a younger goalkeeper in the likes of Dragolski, if we can find him. Here we go, Bartłomiej Dragolski. He's a Poland goalkeeper, 6'3", he's an exciting prospect. We're going to inquire about him and see how much they want for him. But I don't think he's going to be that higher rated. He's definitely not going to be as good as Kostel Pantilimon at this moment in time. So what we do, we're going to have to think about, because I don't want to splash out a lot of money on a goalkeeper if we're going to go ahead and bring in another one. But we've also got another one for a goalkeeper, which we are going to let go. He's currently only 19 years of age, 57 rated, and it's not even worth, is it? And they say 3.7 million for Dragolski. They will accept. So let's put in a £3 million bid, which will mean we'll have £6 million left. He's currently only on 1,000 a week. We get given 67,000 in the cup. Apart from that, Vito Mannone is saying he wants a spot. What do we do, guys? Let's wait and see if we get Dragolski come back. But we are going to end up this episode pretty soon, and you have to come back in the next episode. So we're not going to get Jack Butland, because I want 18 million for Jack. Or what we could do is go for Vito Mannone plus £6 million for Jack Butland. Will they accept that one? I'm not sure. However, to find out what goalkeeper we sign, you need to make sure you hit that like button down below and come back for the next episode of the Sunderland Career Mode, which will be episode number 11, to see which goalkeeper we're going to go ahead and buy to replace Costa Alpantillon, the big Romanian goalkeeper. It's going to be a big ask to try and bring in Jack Butland because we haven't got the funds to do so. But we have to see if we can do some negotiating and see what goalkeeper we can bring in. But that will be it for the episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated. And I really hope next time, very, very soon, for the next episode of the Portsmouth Career Mode. Thank you. Bye-bye.